Hey, what's up, workforce charmers? Vanessa Nello here, and today we're diving into a topic that can truly transform your professional environment, turning workplace clashes into collaboration. Whether you're managing a team or working within one, you'll find these strategies not only powerful but essential. So let's jump right in and turn those office tensions into innovative solutions. All right, let's start by flipping the script on conflict. Most people view conflict as a negative, a sign of problem or dysfunction. But here's a hot take: conflict is actually a signal that there's passion, diversity of thought, and potential for growth. It means your team cares enough to have opinions, and that's a gold mine for innovation. So, when you find yourself clashing with coworkers or clients, don't back down, lean in, and look for the hidden opportunities. An effective way to get this started is by seeking to understand. Approach conflict with a curiosity to understand the other person's point of view without immediately reacting or defending your position. A specific example of a team member embracing conflict as an opportunity involves an incident at Google. This example revolves around an entry level engineer named Alex. I'm obviously going to change the name for this. Who used a disagreement about code implementation to foster a better solution and improve team dynamics. So, for a bit of background, at Google, teams often engage in rigorous code reviews, a standard practice where engineers submit their code to peers for feedback and approval before it goes into production. Alex, who had recently joined Google as a software engineer, submitted a piece of code that was innovative but sparked significant debate among the team due to its unconventional approach. So, this is the conflict. The senior engineers on the team were initially resistant to Alex's approach, arguing that it deviated too much from the established practices and could introduce risks. Alex was faced with the challenge of either defending his innovative solution or conforming to the existing standards. Instead of backing down or passively accepting the feedback, Alex took the initiative to organize a series of meetings to discuss the merits and potential risks of his approach. He prepared detailed comparisons, performance analyses, and risk assessments to demonstrate the efficacy and safety of his code. Through these discussions, Alex not only showed his commitment to his idea, but he also opened the floor for robust technical debates. And this process helped the team explore new methodologies and ultimately led to a hybrid approach. The team integrated parts of Alex's innovative coding techniques with the traditional methods to create a more efficient and effective solution. So let's evaluate the outcome. The resolution of this conflict really led to several positive outcomes. Number one, improved code base, right? So the final solution enhanced the project's performance and maintainability. Number two could be team growth. The team members appreciated the new perspectives and learned from the fresh approach brought by an entry level engineer. And then number three could be personal development. Alex established himself as a proactive and valuable team member, gaining respect and recognition from his peers and superiors. And then impact. The impact is that entry level employees can embrace conflicts not only to prove their own capabilities, but also to contribute significantly to their teams. By fostering open dialogue and challenging the status quo, Alex helped to enhance innovation within his team at Google. And moving on, it's crucial to understand the real issues behind the conflict. Sometimes what seems like a disagreement over a deadline could actually be about something deeper, like communication breakdowns or lack of respect. A pro tip here is to use the 5 whys technique. Keep asking why until you peel back the layers and get to the root of the issue. This approach can save you a ton of time and prevent you from solving the wrong problems. So imagine that you're a detective trying to solve a mystery about why something happened. The 5 whys technique is like playing a game where you ask why 5 times to figure out the root of the problem. Let's pretend, for instance, that your bike has a flat tire. Here's how you would use the 5 whys to find out why. Why is my bike tire flat? Because there's a nail in it. Why was there a nail in it? Because I rode through a construction site. Why did I ride through a construction site? Because the usual path was blocked and I took a shortcut. Why was the usual path blocked? Because they are fixing a part of the road. Why are they fixing the road? Because there were potholes that needed to be repaired. Now we found out that riding through the construction site because of the road repairs led to the flat tire. Knowing this, next time you might choose a different path or be more careful in such areas to avoid getting flat tires. This technique helps us understand a problem deeply and think of better ways to avoid it in the future. Next up, fostering open, honest dialogue. This is the cornerstone of turning clashes into collaboration. But honesty can only thrive in a safe environment where everyone feels valued and heard. As a team member, make it your job to create that space, whether it's through structured meetings, anonymous feedback, or open brainstorm sessions. Make sure everyone has a voice. Remember, great ideas can come from anywhere and anyone in the organization. You can lead by example by demonstrating transparency, for example, weighing in constructively when you think something is a bad idea or a waste of time. Just remember that feedback should focus on processes and behaviors and not on individuals. Now let's talk about focusing on interests, not positions. Straight from the negotiation classic, Getting to Yes, this strategy is about digging into what people really want, not just what they say they want. So basically, Getting to Yes is a book about how to agree with others without arguing. The authors, Roger Fisher and William Ury, teach a special way to talk about problems called principled negotiation. Instead of sticking stubbornly to what we want, they suggest we should try to understand each other's real needs and come up with fair solutions together. They say it's important to keep the people and the problem separate. Focus on what everyone really needs. Think of new ideas that everyone likes, and make sure any agreement is fair by using rules or standards that everyone agrees on. This way, everyone can get along better and make decisions that make sense. So, next thing I want to talk about is fostering empathy and team building. Empathy. It is a game changer. Understanding and sharing the feelings of your team members can dramatically shift the dynamic during a conflict. A simple but effective strategy here is role reversal. View something from your colleague's perspective. This can lead to some powerful revelations and a softer approach to resolving disputes. Also, another helpful strategy is just remembering the human aspects of your coworkers. For example, when I was working at a law firm in New York City, I was working in the professional development department, and part of my job was something called CLE. So CLE stands for Continuing Legal Education. It's like homework for lawyers even after they become real lawyers. This one particular event that I was trying to organize was from a department leader in London who was just very resistant to meeting the regulations for the CLE, but still wanted it to be awarded. So there was a lot of back and forth on this and just sort of demanding an exception be made, which is obviously very difficult, especially when it comes to anything within the legal realm. So anyways, this person was pretty rude, pretty demanding overall, didn't seem like they wanted a solution. And now at the same time, I was taking an elective mental health and the workplace certification. And during these classes, I noticed this other person who was giving me all that pushback is a participant as well. And when there came a time to share personal stories about mental health, this person proceeded to lay out all of these seriously traumatic difficulties that they were going through at the time, not only with themselves, but with close family members. And it really forced me to see this person in a different light, and it humanized them to me. I think it's so easy to forget that someone's work persona is not their full personality. We're all human. We all have our own personal struggles and triumphs. And keeping that in the forefront of your mind really helps during situations where you feel like you are having a difficult time with someone. Sometimes it's not even about you, it's not about the work, but people just have other things going on. So, just approaching problems with empathy and aiming for understanding is a game changer for your own mental well being. And then we can implement and adapt. So, implementation time. Once you've identified a path forward, roll it out. But remember, the first plan might not be the perfect plan. Be agile, implement, gather feedback, reiterate, iterate again. This keeps the solution dynamic and inclusive, ensuring everyone stays on board during the process of continuous improvement. And finally, celebrate the wins and learn from the losses. This is something that I've mentioned again and again in my videos. Make collaboration a part of your team's culture. When something goes right, celebrate it and celebrate it big. Make it a part of your team's success story. And when things don't go as planned, don't hide it. Just review, learn, and adjust. This openness not only fosters trust, but it also drives home the message that it's okay to take risks. So remember, the goal isn't to eliminate conflict. That's not only impossible, but it's also undesirable. The real goal is to harness the energy and passion that come with conflict and channel them into collaborative outcomes that propel your team and your projects forward. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you found these strategies helpful, give us a like and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Got any tips or stories about how you've turned conflict into collaboration? Drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And hey, keep pushing the boundaries and remember, every clash is an opportunity for collaboration. Until next time, Vanessa Anello here, helping you go further, faster in your professional life. Peace.